Hey guys, my name is Havoc, and I want to talk to you guys about Battlefield Hardline. I want to share my first impressions along with discussing where Hardline fails, where it succeeds, and how well I think the game will actually do. Now, before we jump into this discussion, there is one thing that you and I both need to establish. This is a beta. This is not the full game, and thus I cannot discuss other features about it. I will be comparing this game to previous Battlefield titles like Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4 only to support my arguments and opinions. And because this is a discussion and a first impressions video, these opinions are mine alone, and I do not expect anyone watching to agree or disagree with me. Now, since we got that out of the way, let's begin. So, over the last couple of days during beta, I have seen popular streamers and YouTubers giving this game a lot of praise, making comments about how great the game is, there isn't any bugs or so-called netcode issues, and I quite frankly disagree with them. There are a lot of bugs, glitches, and even core issues that seem to have made their way into Hardline from previous Battlefield titles. Which, to be honest, these issues shouldn't exist due to the fact that DICE has had multiple years to investigate and eliminate these issues, CTE included. But they didn't, and it's still pretty disappointing. I will say that a lot of the core issues aren't relatively too obvious in Hardline in comparison to Battlefield 4's beta and their release, but only time will tell when Hardline gets released next month. But with the current problems the game does have, DICE and Visceral have made some improvements in overall gameplay. Now, for as long as I can remember, there have been some adjustments that we, as loyal Battlefield players, have asked for. And so far, DICE has delivered, and I like what I see. But let me break this statement down, because a lot of you might think I'm on drugs. In terms of these new adjustments, DICE has tried to make an effort to help pick up the slack of lazy players who do not PTFO or play their role. A prime example of this is the new ability to take health and ammo from your teammates as long as you're within a certain range from them. So, from now on, anytime you have a clueless teammate who's running around and not, helping your squad out, you don't have to spam him with, "Hey, I need ammo! Hey, I need a med pack!" Just go and get yourself some damn ammo. Another improvement which I find quite impressive is the ability to appoint new squad leaders if a squad leader does not give orders. So, for instance, right, a squad member asks for an order and the squad leader ignores him or her. Well, after about 30 seconds from the request, the game will automatically appoint the squad member who asked for the orders to be the new squad leader. That's pretty freaking cool, right? So that pretty much means no more lazy squads, and it's time to get off your asses and go get me some points because I want to be on the top of the leaderboards, right? Next up is the enhanced squad perks. So depending on your class, you will have certain perks available based on how active you are within the game. Each class has a total of 4 tiers, okay? And each tier will give you 2 options to pick from each time you get up to the next level. I think this is great because instead of being hard locked to 4 solid perks for forever, you have more combinations and more options based on your playstyle and the situation. You want to hear what's even better though? You don't lose your perks after you die or if your squad gets wiped. That's pretty freaking awesome. Now, there is one little small thing that you'll also notice as you're watching the gameplay. If you look within the squad, you see the list of squad members. Next to their name, you will periodically see a little icon, either an ammo box or a health kit. This actually helps you determine whether or not they need health or they need ammo. And I feel like doing this aids your members in being more aware of their surroundings and what they need to do in order to help you. Oh, and that reminds me, this also includes this cool little feature. If you've ever played Counter-Strike, which a lot of you probably have, if you pull out your pistol or knife, you run progressively faster over time. No more having your primary out and going super slow, or having your pistol out and going super slow. Pull out your pistol, pull out your knife, and get to where you need to go a lot faster. It really does aid in you trying to cut someone off from getting to an extraction point, say in the heist game mode. So I really like that feature, and I'm glad they added that. But right now, I want to talk about a change that has been asked for a very long time. And that's my opinion, guys, because I can't tell you how many times this frustrated me. A vehicle in which was only used as a taxi, but now has a purpose. If you guessed the transport helicopter, you, sir or ma'am, are correct. Now, back in Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4, the transport helicopter was nothing more than a, hey man, get me over here, and then bail. It utterly frustrated me when I was never really able to utilize or tear up some noobs from the sky with it. But in Hardline, this thing actually kind of feels overpowered. Granted, I had a great pilot, but with the right tactics, and even the guns on the helicopter, you can tear a team up. Especially on Hotwire. Whoever owns the helicopter or the sky in Hotwire is going to win the game. I promise you that. Now, you add a 50 cal heavy machine gun on the transport helo with the air cooler perk, you can't recover from that. It's over. It's over before it began. Okay. Now, I enjoy the fact that Hardline is not filled with anti-air spam. I mean, they do have battle pickups, so, I mean, RPGs and SMAs and whatnot. But as far as we know, there's not too much of it. And it really helps and increases the feeling of being rewarded, knowing that you utilized a vehicle that was never able to be utilized in an effective way, and you just, like, completely destroyed the enemy team round after round after round. I love that. So, touche to you, DICE, but god damn it, why wasn't this done earlier? Okay. So now that we got the good points out of the way, it's time to unfortunately talk about the bad. And yes, guys, there is a lot of them. So much, in fact, that this is going to start to sound like a rant, and I really do apologize. When I first heard that the next Battlefield title was going to be a cops and robbers theme, I cringed. And not only did I cringe, but it utterly infuriated me. I thought to myself, what in the fuck is this shit? This isn't Battlefield. This is some damn GTA, Payday, COD, Counter-Strike mod. And you're gonna expect me to pay $60 fucking for it? No fucking way. And despite all the foul language that came involved with that, I had told myself, try to give it a chance. So I waited all the way up until the alpha test, right? Let me tell you something. I was not impressed, okay? But I wasn't the only one who wasn't impressed. Every other player in that server felt the same exact way. Now, look, okay? I understand that DICE is trying to tap a different part of the market, a different player base. But please, do not incorporate the title or word Battlefield anywhere in it. Because it's not a Battlefield game. It's not. If you didn't know, Hardline was originally a Kickstarter a few years ago, and it was titled Police Warfare. And somewhere down the line, it got picked up by, obviously, you know who. Okay, and this is what we have now. But whether or not they thought about, if they thought putting Battlefield in the title would help increase sales, the shit still looks like a mod. Okay? The graphics took about 2 steps back, and the destruction... Oh, hold on. Wait. Let me go back a second. There isn't any destruction. And I'm still honestly scratching my head as to why. Look, it's not like we don't have the hardware to support your so-called Levolution. Hello? We had destruction for the past how many titles? Bad Company 2, Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4. So tell me, what are you trying to achieve by removing fucking destruction? It gives the game an unrealistic feeling, and it really takes away from the word Battlefield. Look, it makes me feel like I'm playing a generic piece of shit web game, okay? And it leaves a very sour taste in my mouth. I don't know what you were thinking, but I do not approve. But either way, this is what we are presented with. Even after DICE and Visceral pushed back the game by 5 extra months, okay? And this is a quote taken from when they originally posted this announcement. This feedback also spurred us to start thinking about other possibilities and ways we could push Hardline innovation further and make the game even better. The more we thought about these ideas, the more we knew we had to get them into the game you will all be playing. However, there was only one problem. We would need more time. Time that we didn't have if we decided to move forward with launching in just a couple of months. We decided that the right thing to do was to take more time to ensure Hardline is the best, most innovative Battlefield experience we can give you, our fans. End quote, Carl Magnus. I'm sorry. Let me compute that in my head for a second. Hardline is the best, most innovative Battlefield experience we can give you. Okay. Well, yeah, you're full of shit. Because this game is not innovative. It is not the best. And it is a poor fucking experience that you just gave to your loyal, dedicated Battlefield fans. The ones who have supported you for many years despite what problems you may have. No matter how many times you bent us over a table, I won't go down that road, but you know where I'm going with this. This is what you present to us, your fans. This is highly upsetting that they stated that. And I will do my best to find the link to this post and post it down below. If I can't, I will post it. I will link it to a gaming magazine that I used to write for, and I'll link it there and you can go read it. But the point is, this game looked like a copy pastorino mod. They didn't even try. Now look, I'm not going to bash Visceral because Visceral is a great company. They make great games, especially their campaigns. But I refuse to spend $60 plus the additional $50 for fucking premium. I'm not going to do this again. This game took 2 steps back and they didn't even listen to the community. They went their own way, their own direction. And now we are stuck with this. And it honestly makes me question whether or not I'm going to purchase the next Battlefield title, which they said will be going back to its roots. Military-style first-person shooter. Will it be copy-pastorino for Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4? We don't even know what's going to come. But it highly makes me ask myself a lot of questions. As far as my loyalty, god damn it, I love this game. I really do. It's helped me through a lot of shit. But it's feel like a really bad relationship where you just want to break up with them, but you can't because the romance in bed is so freaking good. I don't know if you've been there. If you haven't, think of like the one thing you love so much, but you hate it at the same time. That's how I feel right now. But let's touch up on their innovative changes. The entire user interface and HUD, or heads-up display, looks exactly the same. Everything feels very Battlefield familiar. No need to learn anything new here, guys. It's the same game. It's okay. Don't be scared. There's no changes. And wait. What is that? Do you guys see that? No, I'm serious. Look right above your minimap. Oh my god. It's a huge fucking timer about how much time is left in the game. Wow, guys. This right here, this is A+ stuff, man. This is amazing. Thank you. Thank you so much for minimizing the icons that are more important to the game and shoving this huge fucking timer that has no meaning to my enjoyment of the round. Since when do I care about how much time I have left to play the game? I thought knowing the objectives and tickets were more important, or am I missing something here? Oh my god, did I mention, guys, that the chat box moves around both at the beginning and ending of the round? I mean, the damn thing looks like it's fucking misplaced. It starts on the left and ends on the right. What's going on? I don't know anymore. But that's not all, okay? It's not just the interface that looks the same. That's so innovative. Let's talk about their new game mode, Hotwire. Yes, I'm going to talk about Hotwire, and you want to know why? This is by far the most boring, the most dull, useless game mode they have ever created. Okay, it's worse than Rush. I like Rush. I'm not bashing Rush, but you know how many people play Rush? Not a lot of people. Why? Because it was broken. It was poorly designed. Hotwire is the same way. It is Conquest with moving cars. Okay? The game mode should be called Fast, Cash, or Snoozeville. If you have a good friend who is great at racing games, my god, please. This game mode purely consists of you driving to a car, which is a flag, and you drive around the entire game trying not to die. And as soon as you get the damn thing going, you start to accumulate points, right? And we won't talk about score per minute because the debate for that is dumb, but I have racked up so many points, or cash per minute, that's innovative right there, oh my god, guys, that it makes cash per minute fucking useless. You either are driving in a circle, or square, or whatever, with someone in your car who has a noob tube or a grenade launcher. If you use anything else, you're a dumbass. And all you do is just keep driving around. And if you get hit by something, oh, pull out your repair tool. So you're automatically playing engineer, repair it, and just keep driving around. And you keep driving. It is boring. It is dull. It's 32 players, okay? And almost everybody is in a vehicle. And if you're on foot, you're either going to be waiting to ambush someone, or you're going to go run around the map and be like, la la la, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. The first time you play the game, it's fine. It's like, okay, cool, I can just, do shit. Anything after that is a waste of time. If you just want to earn a lot of cash to unlock other weapons and guns, just play Hotwire. The game mode serves no purpose. Now, I have ideas and changes for that game mode that I feel would really make it amazing, but that'll be for like another video, because I've already wasted enough time on just this one subject. But we'll continue on with the other bugs that are currently in the game. But let's talk about the other bugs that are still there, that we are aware of, and that we have known since Battlefield existed, okay? And I'm not going to go in depth because they speak for themselves. We've all seen it before. So, right now, the bugs that are still in the game, you still see players that are crouched down or prone that slide around the map. You still get killed around corners, not as often, but it still happens. You still don't get the hit registration or a hit marker. When you get killed by a vehicle, you do not get a kill cam. There are times when you do get killed, and instead of a kill cam, you get the revive screen, and there's no one around you. Non-existent. Times that you get revived and your gun spazzes out like it's rattling or shaking, that's still there. You have to switch weapons to get it fixed. Screen tearing, in terms of clipping through walls. So if you die and a character's on the other side of a wall, you can basically see right through that. That's still there as well. Guns that don't fire, or they kind of just glitch out and you have to switch seats, that's still around as well. So as much as I'm explaining this to you guys, these are the same issues that we've had for years, and they're still not fixed. And I get it. It's not easy developing a game. Coding is very difficult. I myself can code, but I can't code anywhere as well as these people that work for DICE or Visceral or whoever. And I understand it's hard, but you have to dedicate some time to find out what causes these bugs to happen, and you gotta stop them, dude. You gotta stop them, because some of these bugs are game breaking. A lot of them aren't. We can all live with people sliding around. We can get a laugh out of it. That's great. That's cool. Haha, that one time in Battlefield. Oh my god. You know what that reminded me of? I will post a link about it in my description. When I first started playing Battlefield 4, do you know what I saw? Do you know what I saw? You guys talk about seeing UFOs. I saw 2 tanks flying in the sky. You didn't hear me on that one? Let me say it again. I saw 2 tanks flying in the sky, going forward and still shooting. On the map, rogue transmission. Someone please explain to me how in the hell that happened. I don't know how, but it did. Now, I have not seen any of this flying vehicles in Hardline yet, and I sure hope to God I don't, but they're there, guys. They are there. And to try to wrap this discussion up, guys, and I know we've gone in quite a ways already. Overall, I see Hardline failing. If I had to, so far from my experience, recommend whether or not you were to pre-order the game, absolutely not. If I had to recommend or suggest that you should buy the game when it comes out, absolutely not. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'd rate this game a 5.5. I can't say the same for campaign. Campaign's entirely different, and I wish that I could just buy the campaign alone and not even worry about multiplayer. Even though multiplayer is where the life expectancy lives. So this game will fail. If it actually does really well, I'll be very, very surprised. And perhaps maybe times have changed. We've just started to learn to accept these bugs, these dynamic changes, and I don't know. But overall, like I said, what improvements they have made, I'm glad to see them finally, and let's hope that they transition over to the next military-style Battlefield title. If not, it's going to be the same thing over again. But overall, once more, closing statement. If you guys have any questions, or you want to discuss the topic with me, or you find something that I said that may be incorrect, or you feel differently on, feel free to message me or leave a comment. I'm up for constructive criticism, because as long as you and I are able to discuss it as adults, I'm cool with that. But thank you so much for watching the video, and I will see you guys next time. Have a nice